Welcome students once again in our grammar class. Today in grammar we are going to move further to our next chapter, that is agreement of verb with subject. You might be having many questions about this chapter. What is verb? What is subject? Already we have learned before. But what is agreement? We don't know about that. So let's move ahead and learn about this chapter and know further.
We already learned before what is the subject. Now the subject is who or what the sentence is about. Means about whom we are talking. What we are talking. About whom we are talking. That person, that animal, that thing is known as subject. So the subject is who or what the sentence is about. Now let's see the first sentence. Jharna rides her bike every day. Now in the first sentence, we are talking about Jharna. We are talking about Jharna. So, Jharna is our subject. Next sentence, the dog runs after the thief. Now in the second sentence, we are talking about the subject dog. So in both case, Jharna and the dog are the subjects. Now what is verb? We have already learnt about verb. Now verb is the action the subject is doing. All doing or saying words are known as verb. See the sentence, first sentence. Jharna rides her bike every day. Jharna rides her bike every day. And next sentence, the dog runs after the thief. Now in this sentence, rides, Jharna rides her bike every day. So in this sentence, rides is the action that the subject Jharna is doing. And in the second sentence, the dog runs after the thief. Now the word runs is the action that the subject, the dog, is doing. So rides and runs will be the verb. These are the action words in these sentences. Let's look at these sentences. Sanjay play badminton after school. Tina and Mona plays basketball after school. Something doesn't sound right in these sentences. So, that's why subject and verb had an agreement where they must agree or work together to make the sentence sound good. So, in rule number 1, in this agreement is when the subject is singular, verb must be singular. Which means singular verb will carry S. Like Sanjay plays badminton after school. Sanjay plays badminton after school. So here singular verb will carry S. So the subject is singular. So verb will be also singular. And singular verb will carry S. This you all have to remember this carefully. Subject Sanjay is singular. So verb will be singular. And singular verb will always carry S. So the sentence becomes Sanjay plays badminton after school. Now we all know that singular means when we are talking about one, and plural means when we are saying about more than one. Means singular means one and plural means more than one. Now in rule number 2 is when the subject is plural, the verb will be plural as well. Like example, we can say plural verb will not carry S. Plural verb will not carry S. Let's this example, Tina and Mona play basketball after school. Now the subject is plural, so the verb will also plural. And always remember that plural verb will not carry S. So now let's look at this table. Now before you have learnt about verb and even the helper verb. Verb means you're knowing the action word like eat, play, run. These all are action verbs, main verb they are called, and these are the helper verb. For singular helper verb we are going to use am, is, was, has, and for plural we are going to use are, were, have. Now here we are having I, you, he, she, it, they, Rahul and Reena, we. These are known as subject. Means about whom we are talking. They are our subject. These are the verbs, the main verb, the action, and these are all our helper verbs. So let's look at the table and understand this table. Now I, when I am talking about I, it's a singular. I run. And always remember, singular subject will have singular verb. And singular verb will carry S. But here I and you, they are exception. Yes. Here for I and you, we are not going to add S for the verb. Though they are singular, then though we will not add S. So I run, you run, he runs. Why we are taking he runs? He is a singular, runs. So he subject is a singular subject. So verb will be singular. So singular verb will carry S. So we can say he runs. Same way we can say she runs. So she is again a singular subject. So singular subject will have singular verb. And singular verb will carry S. So she runs. It runs. Again it is a singular, so the verb will be singular and singular verb will carry S. They run. Now they is plural. We are talking about more than one. So they means a plural. Plural subject will have plural verb and plural verb will not carry S. So we can say they run. Rahul runs. Now Rahul is a singular. Rahul is singular. Rahul is a subject, a singular subject. And singular subject will always have a singular verb. And singular verb will carry S. Rahul runs. Rahul and Reena run. Now here we are having more than one person. We are talking about more than one person. So our subject is Rahul and Reena and they are plural. So we are talking about plural subject. My verb will be plural. So, and plural verb will not carry S. So, Rahul and Reena run. We run. Again here we is plural. We are talking about more than one. So, we run. Plural will contain plural verb and plural verb will not carry S. Same way we can take for other verb eat, play, write, read. Like that way it will come. For I and you, they are exception. They will not carry S. The verb will not carry S for I and you. Though we are talking about singular, then too they will not carry S. So if I will say eat, if I will take the verb eat, I will say I eat. You eat. He eats. She eats. It eats. They eat. Rahul eats. Rahul and Reena eat. We eat. So always remember, singular verb will carry S and plural verb will not carry S. Now here we are going for a helper verb when we are talking about present time. We are talking about present. I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, they are, Rahul is, Rahul and Reena are, we are. We have to remember this table. I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, they are, Rahul is, Rahul and Reena are, we are. Now for I we will not use is, though it's a singular, it will always come am as a helper verb. And for you, it's a singular, plural, for both it will come are when we're talking about a present time. Now when I'm talking about a past time, I will say I was, you were. Again you remember, you, though it's a you is a singular, in both cases we will use were, though it's a plural or singular. So I will say always I was eating, I was playing, I was running, whatever. For I it will come I was, you were, he was, she was, it was, they were, Rahul was, Rahul and Reena were, we were. So always remember, singular subject will have singular verb will have plural verb. Now have and has, they are also helper verb and it shows the possession. Suppose I will say I have 2 dolls, I have 1 doll. Yes, we can say he has 1 doll. So we will always use, for singular we will use has and for plural we will use have. But I and you, we will always use have because they are exception. So I will say I have, you have, he has, she has, it has, they have, Rahul has, Rahul and Reena have, we have. So this table we have to learn by heart and we will see further some examples. Now here we have examples. Sanjay plays badminton after school. Again I will say Sanjay plays badminton after school. Now here we added S to the verb play because Sanjay is singular. Now next example, Tina and Mona play basketball after school. Now here play doesn't have S because Tina and Mona are plural. Tina and Mona are plural. She eats eggs for breakfast. Now here again we add S to the verb eat because she is singular. Again I would like to say she eats eggs for breakfast. Now here we add S to the verb eat because she is singular. And the next sentence, the boat sail across the sea. Here, in this sentence, here, sail doesn't have S because the boats are plural. We are talking about both, more than one boat, boats. So, here we will not add S. Now, just like many other rules have exceptions, this rule has an exception too. Now, here we can see I and you, even though they are singular, we do not add S to the verb. For example, I drink milk every morning. I drink milk every morning. You swim faster than me. Now for both these examples, the verb come after I and you, which is drink and swim. They do not have S. They do not have S. Even though I and you are singular. Now here we have some examples. Let's start with am. I am going to Mumbai today. I am not feeling well. I am playing with my brother. I am eating chocolates. I am completing my notebooks. Now here you saw the subject is I, and everywhere I have used the verb am. So for I always I will use am. Now next we see some more example. He is going to Mumbai today. He is crying. She is dancing on the stage. Mona is playing football. Rohan is flying kite. Now we saw he, she, Mona, Rohan, they all are singular subject and the plural is singular is. So we are using is with the singular subject. They are helping verb. Now we'll take some example about are. Rohan and Sohan are playing. They are skipping. Mona and Reena are not well today. There are many beautiful flowers in the garden. You are a good boy. Now here we have used the word are as a verb. So whenever we are talking about a plural, we will use the helping verb are and in present case. Now let's see some more example. Rohan was watching TV yesterday with his friends. She was not well yesterday. Shikha was absent for many days. He was feeling sleepy in class. I was here yesterday. So was we have used for past tense, and when we are talking about singular subject. So Rohan, she, Shikha, he, I, these all are singular subject, and we're talking about past tense. At that time for helping verb we are using was. Now let's go to see some more example. Now here we can say Sheena and Mona were playing in the garden. The bells were ringing. They were eating eggs in their breakfast. They were best friends. My mother and father were watching movie yesterday. Now here we're talking about plural subject, and when we're talking about past tense, at that time I will take as a helper verb were. Sheena and Mona were, the bells were, they were, my mother and father were. So for plural we will use were. Now again we will see some more helping verb when we talk about has. Now has is also a helping verb and it shows possession. So for singular we will use has. So let's see some example. A clock has a face and two hands. A clock is a singular, so we are using has. Our school has many computers. My cousin has 2 children. A triangle has 3 sides. A dog has 4 legs. So here we are talking about singular subject. So our verb is singular has. Shows the possession. Now we are talking about have. Have is also a helping verb which shows the possession. So have we are using when we are talking about plural. But always remember I and you, they are exception. You will be always counted as plural. So I have, I will always say I have. I will not say I has. We will always say, I have 2 pencils. Many children have bad handwriting. Some deer have horns. When do you have your lunch? Have you any picture book in your library? So all these examples they are using when we are talking about plural subject. And we will use have as a helping verb when talking about possession. Hope you all have understood this agreement chapter. Thank you.